It's inevitable. Gamers gonna gamer. Gamers gonna do the gamer thing. Just let them do their thing, I guess. Let's do this. Actually, is there this is the OG soundtrack. Is there a Battle Axes and Ballads? Ballads? Oh yeah. Never mind. It's gonna give me a headache. Sorry. That's just gonna give me a headache if I have to listen to that track again. Are we live on YouTube? What? Yes. Humongous. Anyways, how's everybody's day going? It's a Friday. How hot is it outside? My weather thing isn't working. 28 degrees. Dude, we need to chill this out, okay? Chill it out. We need to chill this out, man. I'm working late on a Friday. I worked late yesterday till 5 a.m. on old school RuneScape. I tried to kill the tree spirit for a rune axe, and she never dropped one. Yeah, golden. How many nature runes, though? Not enough, because I wasted a bunch of chaos runes at first to kill her, and that was a mistake. So, but I think like 300 nature runes, so I guess that's kind of good for the group. Anyways, let's work on the condensed crosshair today. We're going to try to get that done. We also have to make a setting for it on the menu. And then after that, I want to work on the office level and put some additional enemies in. Yes. Very good. Yes. That's the plan. That's the game plan. Yes. Indubitably. That's the game plan. The list is slowly going down. It do go down. It do go down. You do be right. It do go down. The goal is to release a patch today, because we haven't released a patch in more than a week. And I don't want someone to think, oh, dev abandoned game, or whatever stupid shit someone's going to fucking say. Because inevitably we're going to get to that point. Does it? It do go down. I gotta fucking remove Photoshop from my list, because I don't even have Photoshop anymore. Go away. Close. Force close. Goodbye. Sugma. Balls. I also tried to do a segmented radial bar. I followed like a fucking material online. The only problem is it's extremely aliased, and I have no clue how to smoothen that. No idea how to smoothen that. Like, no idea. Like, how do I smoothen these edges? How do I smooth the edges? I don't know. I'm not smart enough for this shit. I don't even know how the fuck this works. This is one thing we can maybe fix. Like, I can maybe fix this by looking at my other radial bar. Right here. we basically do the same thing here. Right? So that could be the inside. So if I instead use this to subtract, then we have a little bit of smoothness, and then I can use this to, what is this? What the fuck are you? Oh. Danger? Where's my cupcake? What cupcake are you talking about? What the hell? Which cupcake? I think the problem is that step makes everything aliased. There's no way of getting around using step. Like step is not it. Step ain't it. Aha, there we go. So now the inside and outside isn't aliased anymore. But these inside segments are still aliased, which is not great. I don't like that. Because then it looks like there's like pixel stepping. And I hate the pixel stepping, man. Whoa! Holy shit. How the fuck is it doing that? Yo! Math and shit. Yo! What the? Oh, that's pretty sick. Okay, it's this step. This step is the problem. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, the step is the problem here. What we could do instead is use a cheap contrast. No, it's not what I want. Should I donate another 750 Turkish lira? Dude, buy yourself a coffee, man. Buy yourself a coffee, brother. I appreciate it though, but get yourself a nice cuppa. You know, get yourself a nice cuppa, brother. Get yourself a nice cuppa. Okay, it's hacky, but it could work. It's very hacky, but it can work. Hold on. I'm getting messages from my accountant. Give me a second. All right. I do see one issue with the way that we're doing this, though, which is I think, oh, I just have to set the segment offset to 0. Tax evasion is bad? I'm not doing tax evasion, brother. I ain't doing any of that. I pay my taxes. Crimson getting in trouble again? No, it's some complicated shit that I'm doing. Oh shit, 0 actually works now. Maybe. Let's try division 0, 8. Do progress 0? No, doesn't work. Close enough. Coffee costs 40 Turkish lira? What the fuck? A coffee costs more than a subscription? Also, I'm still struggling with a knife animation. I made it make 1 out of 3 out of probably 30 iterations. Listen, man, you'll get better at it. Don't you worry. You'll get better at it. Look how much nicer that looks, by the way. How much smoother it looks. Oh, dude. Now, here's the thing, though. I've probably increased the instructions for this. I've probably increased all of the instructions for this. Okay. Now, one thing that does suck is the gap space. We'd have to manually change the space of the gaps per weapon. Here's another problem, actually. I forgot about this. I'm starting to think I don't fucking want this anymore. I only want this in 1/4 of the circle. How do I do that? Well, first off, we want to start this right there. It starts at the bottom there. Okay. Makes sense. Stage 1. Done. Stage 1 done. I wonder if I multiply this by 4. That'll tighten it. Nope. Nope. Just multiply the amount of things. Okay, well, that makes sense. It's not wrong, but what can I do mathematically? Okay, any Prismaticas in here? What can I do mathematically so that instead of this going from here to here, okay, instead it goes from here to here. So it's just one quadrant. Any math wizards? What would I do to do that? What would be the math for that? To bring this black over here and only do this 1/4 section. Divide by 4? See, this is where I get lost when it comes to materials, because I just don't know what the math would be for this shit. Grok would know? I don't even know what I would ask a fucking LLM to get this done. I genuinely don't know what I would ask it to even do this. What would you do to push the black further ahead? Let's try a few nodes. Let's try a few nodes. What if we do a power node? What happens then? Use a power node. Okay, but like I'm guesstimating now. I don't know what it would actually be. Would it be 24? Doesn't make sense. What the? That doesn't work. Guys, that won't work. Cause it's that looks cool, don't get me wrong. That's kind of sick, but like that's not what I want. To shift the black to one spot. It'd have to be something with like multiplying by 3 or something, or divide by 4 to make it just 1/4. But I don't know what I would do to do that. Because that adds on the entire thing. I don't know. You know what? Actually, I think I did something similar somewhere. I'm pretty sure I did something similar somewhere. Where's my half radius? Okay, here's half radius. No, it's not really. It's not it. It's not it, man. Well, maybe. If I add negative 0. I think we tried to add negative 0.5 and that was like not it. Negative 0.75? Wait, hold on, I'm cooking? Wait. Okay, but then how do we return this to full white? Wait, hold on. Wait. Guys, bad news. It didn't do shit. I have to saturate it? I'm fucking cooking. Oh shit. Dude, I'm cooking. Oh. Okay, so it says divisions 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. I did that mathematically in my head. It wasn't even guesstimating. I was like, yo, 0.75. It's like I cut out the other 3/4, and then I multiply the value by 4 to bring back the intensity of the. Actually, would it be 3 or 4? It's 4. It's 4. Okay. I was right where I was. Okay. We don't have to remove the salt. We don't have to remove the salt. It's fine. The seasoning is good. Okay, 4 divided by 7 is not giving us the right number. there is like a slight discrepancy in the stepped progress. There is a slight discrepancy in the stepped progress. I will say. Instead of ceiling, try round. That makes it so the segments are incorrect. What's another thing? Ceiling. So what does ceiling do? Rounds them up to the next integer and outputs the result. Let's try floor instead. So 4 divided by 7, 5 divided by 7, 6 divided by 7, 7 divided by 7. 1 divided by 7. 1 divided by 7 is wrong. 2 divided by 7 is also wrong. For some reason, 3 divided by 7... The beginning numbers are not very correct. Is it 0 to 1 range? Yes. Yeah. Yep. It's probably because of this step. Is this for ammo? Yeah. Yes. So you could see if we do divisions like 30, you'd have 30 divisions for like an assault rifle. So it's like every time you switch guns, this would change. Maybe change it so the progress isn't 0 to 1 and then converts it to the same 0 to 1 range the division isn't being calculated with. I don't think that would make us like, I don't know if that would make a difference. There is a floor here. I do see another floor here. One divided by 7. So this version is correct in the beginning and then incorrect later on. This is just incorrect all around. Like I could probably like fuck around with the numbers, but I'd rather have it correct in the thing, you know what I mean? Hmm. So it's a green circle? I know. Don't you worry. It's the best green circle you've ever seen in your damn life. I don't really know what we could do here. One version works for something, and then the other version doesn't work. Maybe instead of step, we multiply it and then floor it. Floor it! Wow, would you look at that? Nothing. Nothing. This is where I start getting into guesstimating land. I start going into guesstimation land. We can hack. We can hack with it. 1 divided by 7 is incorrect unless it is a ceiling. 2 divided by 7. Three divided by 7. And then once we get to 4 divided by 7, it rounds it up too high by like a small fucking number. Can you, is it possible to turn something to only be 2 decimal places? Is there a node for that? Math. Would there be a way to make it so it's just fraction? Balls. I don't even know what fmod is. Returns the floating point remainder of the division operation of the 2 inputs. I don't know what that means. Returns the floating point remainder. How does this work? I literally don't know how this works. F mod. Fraction modulation or something? I don't know. I feel like if I can remove some of those decimal points, we might be good. I don't know. Um. Mm-hmm. 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 I don't know if that would fix this issue though. I don't know if that would, I don't know if that would fix the problem. At all. Oh, interesting. There's two different types of rounds. Huh. There's two kinds of rounds. Interesting, interesting. I want to see what this does. Smooth step? Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Here's some gameplay. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Hello. I'm back. Sorry. Thank you, Twitch chat, for the incredible fucking idea. Holy shit. Okay, so we multiply it. If we want 0.57 to do this, we want to multiply by 100, floor it, and then divide it by 100, and then step. Oh shit, yo, we might be cooking. 1 divided by 7, 2 divided by 7, 3 divided by 7, 4 divided by 7, 5 divided by 7, 6 divided by 7, 7 divided by 7. Okay, next let's increase the divisions. Let's see if that actually works. 16 divisions. Progress. 1 divided by 16. 2 divided by 16. 3 divided by 16. 4 divided by 16. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, we need to calculate the progress by increasing divisions by 1. Shit. Wait, that doesn't make any sense, man. Value divided by divisions plus 1. Value divided by divisions plus 1. Okay, just so I can remember. Okay, let's check that though. 7. 1 divided by 8. 2 divided by 8. 3 divided by 8. 4 divided by 8. 5 divided by 8. 6 divided by 8. And 7 divided by 8. What? 3 divided by 8. 2 divided by 8. 1 divided by 8. 5 divided by 8. 6 divided by 8. 7 divided by 8. Wait, this entire time we didn't even have to fucking do any of this shit? We just had to multiply it by the value with the divisions plus 1. First you do math by yourself and now you write a comment. Who are you and what have you done with Crimson? Hey, listen, I didn't do this math. That's technically Twitch chat. Why is it divisions plus 1? That doesn't make any sense. 1 divided by 8, 2 divided by 8. There's no fucking way. Okay, hold on. Okay, divisions. Increase the divisions to 15. 1 divided by 16. 2 divided by 16. None of this makes sense. Whatever, man. How can I make the progress 0 to 1 here, though, while taking into account the divisions plus 1? Divisions multiplied by progress. divided by divisions plus 1. Okay, well, that's one way of doing it. That's one way of doing it, I guess. Is this a loading bar? No, this is going to be a ammo bar. It's going to be an ammo bar. It's like I suggested this from the beginning. I did that. No, what you suggested was a slightly different. It's not true. You suggested that the progress be the raw value rather than a 0 to 1 value, which would also work. Technically, both work just fine. I was just weirded out by the fact that the max value is actually not the actual division value. It's actually division value plus 1 for some fucking reason. Just super weird. Well, hey, if it works, it works. I'll take it. Whatever, fuck it. I'll take it. All right. Is it because it's an odd number? No. It just works. Oh, wait, no, I was doing 8 there, actually. 1 divided by 9, 2 divided by 9, 3 divided by 9, 4 divided by 9, 5 divided by 9. Oh, wait, no, I'm not supposed to do divided by 9 anymore because we're already divided by 9. So this would be divided by 8. Because I'm already doing that that in the operation. However, 0 is not 0. But that's okay. We can maybe figure that out. Why do progress as a decimal if you're essentially only using integers to have progress be 1, 2, 3, 4? Like, I can. Don't get me wrong, I could just use progress and then divided by 1. The only thing is what we're gonna have to do underneath the hood is when our value is 0, we're gonna have to set it to a negative value. Don't ask me why. I'm not the boss around here. I could put an if statement in the material. If A is equal to 0, if A is more than B, progress. If A is less than B, doesn't matter. If A is equals constant negative 0.5. If A is equal to drag, then B is equal to drop. I think doing this call once is probably a better idea. Okay, so that'll be our little hacky fix for this. 5, 6, 7. I'm just glad the numbers in between work. It's just the 0 is a piece of shit. I don't know why the 0 is a piece of shit. It's probably because of this add 1. If I were to guess. That's probably it. Okay, let's do some colors. So background color. Can I do an opacity? I can! Huge! Enormous even! Darken it. And then fill color shall be white. And then we'll also make this have an opacity. Huge. That's a good one. That's it. Why change it at all? Oh, this is a different thing. So for the people that want the condensed crosshair in the middle, it'll be an option, a setting. So then you can see things, I guess, tighter towards the center of the screen, essentially. That's basically it. It'll just be a setting. I'm not changing the the HUD. The HUD will stay as is. What's really funny is this is almost basically copying Deadlock's UI. Inspiration! Inspiration! Inspiration. Inspiration. This is inspired. So this we'd want it to be smaller. I hope this shit lines up or else it's gonna look real ugly. It's gonna look real ugly, man. If this shit doesn't line up properly, uh-oh. It's a little incy wincy tiny. It's a little tiny. Maybe we make it a bit large. Maybe we make this whole thing a bit larger. So this will be 130. 130. This will be 110. Okay, maybe not. Maybe 105. Oh man. Maybe we sharpen that one. Maybe we sharpen this. Let's see. How do I sharpen this again? I want to say it's cheap contrast. Right. I'm pretty sure it's cheap contrast. Right. Okay. Oh, wait. Apparently, I have a different thing here. Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't know what the hell is going on. The thing is, I don't want it to be too sharp because then we end up getting aliasing, and that's pretty ugly. Okay, zoom in, scroll down. I can't scroll down. Okay. Zoom in, scroll down. I can't. How do I help? How do I pan? Unreal? Unreal? Hello, Unreal. I'd like to. Ah! Well, I guess I won't then. Um, Oh. It would appear adjusting the cheap contrast value is actually doing a whole lot of, you guessed it, fucking nothing. So it's probably the density over here. Wow, who would have guessed? A whole lot of fucking nothing. A whole lot of hoopla. That's, okay. Very... Oh, that's because I'm editing the wrong thing. Right. That would probably explain that. What the fuck is even going on? Uh-huh. I don't know what this is doing. I don't know what the fuck this is doing. Aha! This is okay. That's for that edge. Okay, okay. We're cooking. Now for the inside edge. Aha! It's over here. It's over here. Right here. It's over... It's over here. It would appear going over a certain number causes this whole thing to break, which is very interesting. Whatever. Fuck it. Whatever. As long as the edge there is clean. It's kind of clean. I think it's the segmented radial. Something's not right with these values. Oh, you know what it is? It's the gap. The gap space is creating a gap at the end section. Arrgh. Arrgh. Well, that fucking blows. That's not very pretty. How can we extend the gap ever so slightly? Oh, but then I think that increases the gap over there. Okay, we don't want to do that. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Whatever. We're not going to have a perfect HUD. It's just not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Okay, how does it look, though? Small. Very, very small. And aliased. Super, super fucking aliased. I think I increased the values a little bit too much. This shit's too sharp. This shit be too sharp, man. It be too sharp. Let's tone these numbers down. I'm a smooth kind of guy. You know, Terrains, how's it going? Okay, it looks smoother now. Now, my only issue is that the ammo counter is still really, really small. So I'm trying to think, like... Maybe we put the ammo on the outside? Yo... A wrench? Bro, my wet dream has always been to be a game developer. Just seeing your screen terrifies me. That's why it's a wet dream, brother. Wait, hold on. Why would that be a wet dream? Hey, it's not that bad. You just get into it, and then, you know, you get used to it. Just like how you would get used to, never mind. I'm not going to say what I'm about to say. That's really inappropriate. I'm in my workspace. I shouldn't be saying shit like this. The fact that I even thought of it is inappropriate, and you don't even know what I was about to say. If anything, it's good that you didn't know what I was going to say. Just be, hey, listen. You can be an ideas guy. Just like that one guy on Twitter who's posting all of that, like, AI fucking, medieval garbage, and, like, people are retweeting it. Posted it in Discord? Okay, I'll tell you what I was gonna say. I'll DM it to you. You'll laugh, I think. I think you might laugh. It's not that inappropriate. Now that I wrote it out, it's honestly not that inappropriate. But, like, you know... Say it. Okay, what I was gonna say. All right, nobody take this inappropriate. Okay, all right. Listen, nobody report me to HR. What I was gonna say is, you get used to it, just like you get used to a butt plug. You know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah, you get used to it. What? He can say that? Saying from experience? No, butt plug plugin, butt plug plugin, butt plugin confirmed. Buttplug.io support. Is that guy still posting shit, by the way? That random fucking Twitter guy that somehow got popped, like, got a shit ton of retweets and likes for his, like, garbage AI generated walking up to a fucking thing. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? What's that guy's name again? Oh, I found it. Oh yeah, they're still posting. Oh yeah. God, I think it looks ugly. I'm gonna be honest. I think it looks ugly. Butt Plugins was my granddad's name, and I'll thank you to respect him. I'm sorry. Okay, how are we looking on this? How's this condensed UI looking? This music, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go kind of, I might go crazy. All right, there we go. Yes. Yes! Does that look good, though? Is it too close to the crosshair? I feel like it's too close to the crosshair. What if we try something? Yo, hold on. Yo, hear me out. Yo, hear me out. Yo, hear me out. Oh, that's not it. Yo, hear me out. That's not it. Yeah, it'll be optional. Completely optional if you want to have like a condensed crosshair. I just want to figure out a way of making this not extremely distracting. And it might just be the fact that it's too close to the center. That just might be the problem. It's kind of, you got something against the left side of the screen? No, I don't have anything against the left side of the screen. I think it just feels really awkward because, like, we've never had something stuck to the crosshair like that. I have something against the left. Rocket jump. Alright. Can't do that. Unfortunate. What if we do center bottom? I don't know if I like center bottom. But we might as well give it a try. I think all of this is going to look very weird. We just need to find the way that makes it less weird. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know, man. Does it look? I did lower the opacity, but I could make it so it's lower opacity while, yeah, while you're not doing anything. I guess I could definitely do shit like that. Like that's no problem. Let's lower the fill opacity of this even more. How about having the bars in the bottom left and bottom right of the screen? Make counters on both sides like in Half-Life 2. I did I did think of that. Like what I thought of is something like this. Would this look good? Let's see. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Half-Life style. It's not like the worst thing in the world. Kind of mimics the original locations too. It does, that's true. What I was thinking of doing for the ammo is also having an ammo count on it. What do you think? Or would that be too much? Is that unnecessary? Or is it, or just the bar is enough? What do you guys think? I kind of dig it. It's just the bar is going the wrong way now because of like the way I did it. So what we do instead is we do a negative 45, and then we scale the x value by, that's the wrong one. We scale the y value, oh, what the fuck, even? $180 plus 45. Aha, and now we have top to bottom. But then we'd want the ammo to be top to bottom as well. God damn it! Oh, son of a bitch! Alright, so now we scale this one. Yeah. 180 plus 45. And now we got ourselves a knife, Half-Life designed fucking whatever the shit. What's the size of these? Hundo 60. Why not just put them in the right position? Just scale / angle the overlay? Because I was thinking of putting in text in here, and if I angled the overlay itself, I would have had to angle the text. But now that I'm assuming that I'm probably not going to put in text, then yeah, I could potentially just do that. But here we are. But alas. Okay, next question. Let's try scaling it down now that we moved it around. I kind of like it nice and big on the sides. You know, I think, I don't know. God, I don't want to have to make shit constantly customizable, but like, this would be one of those things, being able to customize it would be good. Hold on. I want to change the thickness. So then because I'm getting OCD, like seeing the fucking thickness be different, you know what I mean? It's so reminiscent of, I think it's Half-Life that has a UI like this. Is it Half-Life or is it Halo or is it oh, Portal kind of has something like that? I don't remember which game has this, but I know a game that does have this. All right, let's try something. What if we go big? Go big and juicy. Enormous. Let's test it. You know what it kind of looks like? Why does it look like that one dinosaur? You know what I'm talking about? The one that has like the fucking... You know what I mean? You see what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The one that kills Newman? I don't fucking know. Just know there's a dinosaur that looks like that. Its head got like fucking... You know what I'm talking about? Is it called a Dillo? Is that what it's called? Dillo dinosaur. Yes, that's the one. A Dillosaurus. A Dilophosaurus. Yes, the Dilophosaurus. The Dilophosaurus. Yes. Sounds like a disease. This one. Kind of. Yeah, this one. I think it's this one. How the fuck did we find this out? Are there like bones in here? And that's how we like kind of assume that there's like a dinosaur that looks like this? Or is this like made up? Dinosaurs aren't real. They never existed. From the park? Oh, okay. They went to the park. Okay. The Jurassic Park. Yeah, I've been to Universal. I've seen those fuckers. They're real. Is it Universal? I think it's Universal. I'm pretty sure. Okay, this looks cool. Now we just have to make the ammo counter update based off of how much ammo you have. I watched the new Jurassic World recently, and I can say it was better than the new War of the Worlds, which is not saying much. They made a new War of the Worlds? What the fuck? They made a new War of the Worlds? It has a 1.9? 4% Rotten Tomatoes? It was released on July 30th? It's got Ice Cube as the main character? Ice Cube in War of the Worlds, hey. That's something. I still remember the old War of the Worlds. When I was a kid, that shit scared me. With, who was it? Who was in the OG? It was Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's the one. That shit scared me as a kid. Fucking terrifying, dude. The basement scene? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Or like the little house scene? Oh my god. That fucked me as a kid. I think that definitely contributed to a lot of my nightmares as a kid. I still remember when I saw it, my uncle was there. The thing is, when you're a kid and you see shit like that, you know it's going to impact you and you still watch it. You know that shit's going to make you not sleep. And I still watched it like a fucking idiot. Your fault. Dude, it literally looks like a Half-Life UI or something. I watched a lot of tornado movies when I was younger, and that made me terrified of any cloud. I think the only like tornado movie I watched was probably Twister. Twister was probably... I have not seen Jaws. I actually, like, I'm sure I've seen like clips of it, but I've not seen it in its entirety. I've even been on the Jaws ride. I just haven't, I haven't seen the movie in its entirety. I've only seen parts here and there as a kid. I do remember seeing Twister though, I'm pretty sure, the entirety of Twister. I think. I don't remember. Yo, comedian. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Why is there a then 2 in here? I thought I deleted that. Guys, my blueprints are haunted. Did I move? No, I just set up some acoustic panels in my office. The thing that's really annoying is on stream, there's this corner here, which fucking looks really ugly on stream. I'm sure one of you fuckers are like bugged out by that. I know I'd be. Surely just move the camera a bit. Just looks like you sealed off your window. But now I gotta like move my entire body and I'm not in the center of my screen anymore. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I do plan on upgrading it though at some point. Right now I just have 6 panels because it costs quite a bit, but I'm planning on doing 12, and then it'll look like this. Hold on, I'll give you the game plan. Here I modeled my entire office. I just got back. Why was Krim choking us? I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna fill in the entire corner and everything. This is what it looks like right now. This is what it'll look like. The only thing is I'm gonna have to like cut out slots for like the fucking electricals and other bullshit. Maybe upgrade to a door? Brother, the door's not happening. We're stuck with a curtain. I'm stuck with a curtain, man. Listen, the game didn't make enough for me to install a door. Maybe a sliding door? Nah, it's just bullshit. That's a waste of space. Not gonna fucking do anything. If anything, a sliding door would probably just cause more sound bouncing, so it's not even worth it. Literally not worth it. Make a DLC to pay for the door. Please place a model of yourself in the room for scale. You want to see what the actual scale reference is with the UE4 mannequin? This is my office. According to the UE4 mannequin. And my height. He's either really big or the room is tiny. I don't know. It's the measurement. It's what I measured. It's the measurement. I don't know. What do you want from me? I don't know. You sure this isn't a shower stall? No. Come on. What kind of shower stall you got? That's enormous. It's my office. My office. Come on in, my office. Door's right there. Well, actually, we don't have a door. We have a doorway. We have a doorway with a curtain. Not really a door. But please consider it as such and knock on the curtain. Is it for sound? Yeah, it's for echo and acoustics. Not really soundproofing. I think that's a misconception a lot of people have, is that these things, oh, well, it'll block out noise. Not really. It's not really meant for that. Looks like you're setting up for motion capture physics in that room with the mannequin added in. Have I seen the thermal insulated door curtains? They're pretty solid. I have not looked at that, Dustin. I don't know if that would hold up, because those are much heavier, aren't they? The problem with that, though, is this office would get really hot with something thicker blocking the doorway, because I think that's the only way air gets in here. That's the only way air gets in here is from the outside. And so if I block that, I think I would actually just die. Because the amount of CO2 that I exhibit from my mouth talking for fucking 5 hours straight would probably get me killed. Is there no hope to start a career in software engineering without an internship? I don't know. I'm not a software engineer. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really have like, I have like a vent, but it's like, I don't think it's like pushing air in here. Which is pretty shit. This room can get a little warm. I get a little sweaty in here. I get a little sweaty. Yeah, I don't really know, Jedi. I didn't go to school, so I did a lot of shit myself, and it took me years to get to this point, so. I have acoustic panels in front of me as well. I do not. I'm thinking I'm going to put different kinds of panels on this side. Instead of this, this will be like the wood wall. And then I'm thinking I'll get like just big foam blocks, and I'll put like a couple in here. That'll probably be what I do for that wall. I didn't really like calculate where the reflections are, though. Like, I just knew this back wall is so empty that I needed something in the back wall. I probably need something in the corners. Honestly, it's so much better now that, like, I'm okay. Like, the echo's much less than what it was before. That's why I saw the insulated curtains, great for dividing sections and soundproofing. Yeah. Those are thick, though. I know they're thick. I think I've seen them before. They thick. They do be thick. So you need like something real heavy. Like right now what we have is like a pole sticking between the doorway, like holding it tight, but like the curtain's not that heavy. It's a little thick. It does provide a little bit of sound insulation, I think. Maybe not as much as like the one that you have though, Dustin. Definitely not enough to that extent. Okay. How are we I'm kind of renting, but I'm renting from my parents, so it's like I can probably make some more modifications, but I do have to consider that I would have to get permission for some of those modifications. So, not as bad as having a landlord that I don't know personally, obviously. How am I updating the ammo counter for this thing? Event update bullets. Shit. Man, why did I think of doing this? Why did I have to do what I'm doing? Okay, so the player HUD calls update bullets on refresh magazine count. Your parents make you pay rent? Yeah, I pay rent. I'm an adult. I'm the only, well, me and my partner are the only people that live in the apartment. It's not like I live with my parents. They don't live in the apartment, so. Yeah. What you got planned for today? We're doing a condensed UI as an option. That's what we're working on right now. It's taking a lot longer than I anticipated. I gotta be honest, taking a lot longer than I anticipated. Hey, do you guys think this is expensive? Get widgets of class. Get all widgets of class. You guys think this is an expensive operation to do? Only one way to find out. Profiling. If I just find all types of crosshair. And I update those as well. I have two crosshairs technically on screen at once. I know it sounds stupid. We have the top-down crosshair and the third-person crosshair. There's two separate crosshairs. Honestly, I should probably separate them, but one is attached to the cursor, or one is set as the cursor, and then one is literally an in-world crosshair for third person. It's a bit of a weird way of doing things, but that being said, as far as I know, that is not what's hitting our performance that I need to still figure out. So we should be okay. I think. I hope. This is gonna be ammo matte instance. How did I zoom in so far? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Aha. Okay, so I pull up. Update bullets. So we're not going to do an animation yet for instance reload. I don't even know if we're going to do an animation for the instant reload. The condensed thing. I don't know. Ammo bar percentage. Is that a 0 to 1 value? Ladies and gentlemen, it is a 0 to 1 value. Which is not good for us. So we actually want this. We want the raw value. We want that shit to be raw. Give me the raw value. Ah, shit. That's not good. It's not good because the way that we're doing the bullet on the crosshair is different from the way that we're doing everything else. Additionally, the amount of bullets we have is different, and we need to update it based off of which weapon we're currently using, which is very bad as well. And this is only updating it if it's the primary weapon. Ah, ball sack. Ah, get out of here. Yeah, get out of here. Okay, hold on. Delete this. We don't need that. Would I like to transfer? No, I would not like to transfer. Do not transfer. Do not transfer. Okay, it's time to do something real stupid. Actually, no, I think it's time to do this. I started a long time ago. That's true. That's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We're working on the condensed UI, and then we're probably going to work on the office and add a cool little segment to the office that makes the gameplay of that a little bit more fun. Do you have an active weapon config slash data struct that can spit out which weapon is currently active? I don't know what, maybe? I do. I think somewhere. Probably somewhere. I'm pretty sure I use the actor as a way to indicate. Listen, there's a lot of weird code in here. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you it's the best code. Listen, I ain't no 10-year C++ developer that used to work at Blizzard for 7 years. Like, I'm just some fucking doofus that made a bunch of stupid shit in a stupid way. Oh. We'll start off with this. We'll start with this. This should give us the progress value. But we need the divisions value. Yeah, I don't remember what I did for keeping track of the max ammo count. I want to say it was... Yeah, I want to say we read from the actual actor reference, and then that gives us the max ammo value rather than having a data asset that does it for us, which ideally a data asset would probably be better. Yeah, it is what it is. That one, Sinless, that's the one. The one where you wait for the wall to open up. So when you press that button, what I'm going to do is a bunch of enemies are going to spawn in. While that was the original idea, I just never got around to doing it. While that door opens really slowly, the idea is that enemies would come at you while you're, while that's opening. Oh shit, it's updating it when you select a different weapon. It doesn't update. Okay, it only updates, interestingly, when you... Okay, well, that's a little problematic. That being said, this gun has a lot of bullets. It does have a lot of bullets. I gotta remember 0. If it equals 0. If true, it's gonna be negative. It's a hacky thing we have to do for this to work. It's a hacky thing we gotta do for this fucker. But it works. Now we just need to account for what do we need to account for now? Weapon switching. That's the next thing. Weapon switching. So when we switch weapon, okay, found it. Switch weapon type. Okay, it does get called when you switch. Here's the problem. Okay. Oh, I hate this code. I hate this code. Oh, I hate this code. There's so many better ways of doing this. But this is going to be the way we do it. Oh, I have to do a safe select. For both of these. Wait, what? Where's my safe select? Don't tell me I can't fucking use it in here. Oh my god, because it's a widget and doesn't have access to macros. Macros. Bullshit. Why does it not have access to my macro? Oh, you son of a bitch. I could assign it in here instead. In fact, I think I'm going to do just that. I'm going to do just that. Go away. Go away. This is the exact type of music I have in my game. It's perfect, man. That's that good shit. That fits your game perfectly, I think. Okay, weapon switched event. Oh, it doesn't tell me which weapon we actually switched to. I love that. Actually, hold on. Weapon switched. Where are we actually calling that before I fucking commit to this shit event dispatcher? Okay, it is when we switch weapons. I should honestly just call it from the HUD. It's a bit stupid, but you know what you should do, Jay? You know what you should do? Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. It could be a really subtle detail. Hear me out. Crazy idea. When the player is standing still, you do 0.9 time dilation on the music, or 0.95. And then when they start getting into speed, you bring it back to normal value. Pitch or time dilation? The thing is, when you do time dilation for music, it technically does kind of like pitch it. So do pitch. Or, well, does it? No, that's not true. I guess kind of. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. Try it out. See if it sounds interesting. That might add to like the feeling of speed. Speed. Like just a super subtle range value. You know what I mean? Go up and pitch depending values like kills, speed on ramps, start, etc. Yeah, hell yeah. I love shit like that. I love stuff like that. I love it. Great, so I'm gonna have to fucking check, is my secondary equipped? Why is my code so poopy? Wait, hold on. I have an idea. I don't know if it'll break anything, but let's try it out. So player HUD calls... it calls update bullets. No, refresh magazine count. What if every time I switch weapon, we call refresh magazine count? See, here we have the reference to the secondary weapon. This is where we grab the max ammo and the ammo count. I think. I think so. I don't know. I'm getting some errors. I'm not feeling too good about that. I am not happy about that. In fact, that's pissing me off. It's making me real angry, man. All right, there you go. Although, it's not updating on begin play. I don't like that very much. That's because this isn't created yet. Which really sucks. It means I have to re-update this. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Hey, thank you, Hero. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay, refresh magazine count over yonder. Now, the primary works off of these values. That look of God damn it, we can fix it later. No, I'm not fixing it. Listen, I'm not fixing it unless it's broken or it causes a shit ton of lag. Because we're at such a point. Uh-oh, shit. We're at such a point with the game where it's like, I just want to make sure we get things done and it feels good. I don't need it to be scalable because I'm not adding more to the game. We're moving on soon. We're getting there. We're getting there. And listen, once we do console support, or once I do console support, because I'm probably going to have to do that off stream, I'm going to have to deal with all that bullshit. All right, there we go. It works. Damn, it works. It all works. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Except for the beginning. And every single time you switch back to the crosshair. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, by the way, for those wondering, this is going to be... My stamina isn't coming back. Okay, that was a weird bug. That was one random instance where the... Why does that crosshair keep calling construct? Wait. Don't tell me. Every time we switch back to third person, it calls event construct. This event may be, depending on how the slate object you use, this event may be called multiple times due to adding and removing from the hierarchy. If you need a true or called once when created event, use onInitialized. Yes, sir. I would like to use onInitialized. Thank you. I love this early 2000s WoW PvP music playlist you have playing, Mr. Krim. It's literally Blade or Blood Rave, and it's playing through the 12th track, which is, I guess, some fucking classic hip-hop. I think they lost the sauce at some point when working on this playlist, and it was no longer Blade at that point anymore. I think the crosshair is somehow now updating properly. I don't know. Oh, whoops, sorry. This feels like such a classic HUD. Something about this feels so classic. But is it too tight to the center? Is it too tight? Should we widen it? Should we gape it a little bit? You know what I mean? Should we tighten it? If we tighten it, we need to increase the thickness of these little thingies, or else it's going to look kind of weird. All I'm picturing is the fucking dinosaur going like I can't get it out of my brain. Let's try something. Let's make it super big. I want to see what super big looks like. Ah. Okay, now it's like covering up my character in third person though, which is definitely not what we would want. I think this is good. Is this good or is it too... Let's hold on. So what we can try is to make this much smaller, but then what I'd want to do is change the thickness of this to be a little thicker. So I guess we'll keep the thicknesses consistent, might as well. What was that noise? What the fuck is the noise? Oh shit, when we throw the weapon, the magazine count is not refreshed. I don't know what kind of side effects this might have, if any. I'm sure it's fine. Sure it's fine. Execute throw weapon. Throw held object. Throwing object. There, that's what I'm thinking, Dustin. I don't know why the top-down even has a smaller reticle. Okay, there we go. That's updating now. Oh, shit. Something's not right. The current ammo count is incorrect. I'm assuming I'm using the wrong value. I should delete that variable. That's a debate. And it's replicated, so I'm assuming this is the actual correct value. Okay, hold on. Testing, 1, 2, testing. There we go. Yeah, baby. In top-down, I think it looks okay. Obviously, in third person, the crosshair for some reason is slightly larger. Or maybe it's the third person that's slightly larger. It might be that. One problem I do have is, well, as you can see, with a gun that has 5 million gajillion bullets in it, this happens. And it looks kind of crispy in a bad way. Also, because we scaled it down so much, I think the anti-aliasing is not very pretty anymore, so we'd have to definitely tone down the crispiness. Okay, what do you guys think? Is this scale better? Or slightly larger? Do I make it customizable? Again, another fucking customizable thing. Just use word wrap like a notepad? Man, I wish it was that easy. Man, I really wish it was that easy. I wish life was that easy. Man, I really wish shit was that easy, Serge. It still looks really anti-aliased. I wonder if I can edit it while I'm in game. Oh shit. Yo. Yo. Yo, we're cooking. Oh, whoops. Whoopsies. Okay, there's no way we're fixing that. There's no way we're fixing that. Actually, wait, hold on. We might be able to. I'd have to change the... I'd have to modify the gap space. Okay. That looks nice. That actually does look kind of fucking nice. I like it with one. Oh shit. Okay, how many bullets does that fucking gun have? 45, I think. Something like that. 45. Quattro cinque. I wouldn't stress on making it a custom option though, to be honest. It's optional as it is, right? So I think just leaving it as a default choice would be fine. Yeah, yeah. I think there gets a point where too much is too much. I know, Sonny. I know. If I just made it a number, everything would have just been easy. I just had to make a fucking material for it that's segmented. You know, I just had to fucking do it. You know, I just had to do it. Okay, so this gun has less bullets than the other one. Honestly, the vibes are immaculate today. I gotta say. I don't know about you guys. Vibes, the music, honestly, such a huge contributor to the vibes. Where the fuck am I? My nose right now, though, not part of the vibes. Can you stop? Stop fucking itching me, man. Please. Okay, gap space. Gap space, gap space. Gap space. Whoop, shit. If it's over 24, let's use a gap space of 1. Otherwise, use 3. Watch this. Watch this shit. It's about to get real giga. Watch this. Oh. It's a bunch of thin lines. Now, okay. Turning it into like a progress bar would probably be a good idea. Like a solid bar. Here's the problem. I don't think we can. I don't know if I can set this to 0, and I have no clue if that's gonna work. It's gone. It's disappeared. It's gone. I actually think we'd want to do the opposite. So the gap space would want to be 8. Okay, what if I do something stupid like 30? I love the overkill. The overkill is so fun and goofy. I think it adds to the ridiculousness to 300. Should we make it a solid progress bar? Or the thinner thing? What do you guys think? I kind of like it being thin. It looks kind of cool because then you see all the separations in between. Yeah, it can snap in between. Okay, 1.5 is not enough. It still causes that like aliased effect that I forget the name of. There's a specific name for it. Like if we do 1, it just, the lines become very thin, which looks cool. That was an accident. I'm so sorry. Oh, when the value is 1, oh shit. That's really funny. When you have a baseball bat, it just disappears, which I guess makes sense. When you have a value of 1 or 2, it kind of becomes a little blurry. No, not the... It's not a deal breaker, but... You know, like, look at that. Like, you know... Whatever. Whatever. Because we changed some of the values because we had to make it smaller. Man, I don't know. Let's just, fuck it. We'll do 3 or 300. Fuck it. Whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Oh shit, the M4 has less than 24. Or maybe it has exactly 24. I'm not about to count the fucking bullet. Honestly, I think that's cool. All the other weapons are good. I am noticing a slight bug. I think that occurs when we pick up a weapon. I don't know how to replicate the... I literally don't know what's going on. Whatever. Alright, I'm cool with it. I like it. It reduces the chance of having really bad aliasing that occurs. Now we just need to make a setting so you can turn it on and off. And I have to fix all this stuff. Yeah. 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 And then we start a new project? Do we? After this update, after we get all this shit out of the way, and being able to clear bindings, that's the next thing. That's one thing I'd like to do. And mod support. Mod support's the biggest ticket feature I want to put in. And then I do want to start on the next game. I do want to start on the next game, man. I do. I just don't know what to, I don't know what to start on next. That's my biggest problem right now. I literally don't know what game to do, what game I want to work on next. We could work on the Demon Sword game. We could work on Ronin. We could work on... By the way, is this a perfect circle? Something about this doesn't look like a perfect circle. How's it close as the Demon Sword game from being finished? Very, very far, but Ronin is also very far. Can you explain what Ronin is? The original idea of Ronin was a kind of like cyberpunk roguelite. Hack and slashy style kind of thing. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with the combat at the time. I was kind of all over the place with what I was trying to do with it. This was the last build, actually, which is, I think, outdated because I think there's even more progress that I just haven't pushed to the Steam. It was supposed to be like a roguelite where you would take up contracts in like an open world city. And hold on, I'm gonna turn on desktop audio so you guys can hear the sound effects. I think now it would be completely different. It would be like a roguelite where you go like Hades style, like room to room kind of thing instead. I don't really know what I would 100% do for it, to be honest. Why is it so loud? Yeah, I don't really know what I would do. Like, I have an idea of what I would do. Like, some of the pillars I'd want to focus on. It was like, parkour was one of the large factors of this. And just really, like, smooth movement. Obviously, it's missing a lot of fucking combat features that I would have want to put... What are your footstep sounds? Anyways. A lot of missing pieces in this. But... I think I caused a bug. There's a constant sliding sound playing. Is there a parry? I don't know. There might have been. swear we had, what's the button to holster the weapon? I swear we had a button to holster. No, that's not it. What? Are we not able to holster in this version of the game? I guess not. I swear, I think in the last Unreal build, you were able to holster. And also, I think you walked inside of here. There's no way I'm opening up that UE4 project, though, for Ronin. No way I'm opening that right now. Where's the next stop for this fucking thing? Where am I going? Where is this train taking me? Hold on. Push the, no clip button. Aha. Yeah, I don't really know what I was trying to do with this project. I can just push this. I can push this. There we go. I don't know what I was trying to do with this project. It was a lost baby. Didn't know where it was going. I don't even know where the fuck it was going. What the hell? Wait a second. Oh, that is me. Okay, I was confused. Yeah, I literally don't know. Hold on. Um, okay. Yeah. I don't know what I would do for this project. So I think the Demon Sword game would have a much smaller timeline, and I'd probably do a much smaller scope. I think Ronin would take probably at the very least minimum, maybe 2 years. At the very least. 2 years, I think. Whereas the Demon Sword game, I might be able to... Like, as long as I keep the scope tight, which who fucking knows if that's gonna happen. I just have to be very careful. Like, that game, I'd probably make it like, I don't know, $10? And I'd aim for, like, something playable within those $10, if that makes sense. So... Whereas Ronin, I think I would probably aim for, I don't know, maybe another $15 again. So I'd aim for that kind of like quality, price point quality, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what the next project will be? I'm lost. I'm as lost as you are. I really don't even know. Okay, the condensed crosshair UI is basically done. You know one thing that's kind of annoying on automatic weapons? This is something I could probably fix. That would be a good polish. If you fire right after you're done firing, and you try to fire again, like you left click immediately after, but you're not within the like firing rate, it doesn't cause it to buffer. To keep the firing going in the next shot, So you'd end up holding left click after you're done and you're not firing. I could see players getting really annoyed at that. So we should probably input buffer that. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that we're not. Do secondary weapons not input buffer? I don't think they do. Okay, we can... Let's look into fixing that. Oh, it's a different kind of system. Oh, shit. Okay, we should look into that. I don't know if we can get it in for this patch, but I would like to fix that because I could see that being a pain point for certain players. Yeah, okay, that's something we can improve. I think that is definitely something we can improve. Yes. Okay. Last thing I want to do today, I want to make it so we can turn the condensed UI on and off. The final piece of the puzzle. I guess that would be under gameplay. So we have show crosshair. What do we call this? Patch today. Ideally, I have to do a bunch of testing to make sure I didn't break anything, or at least substantially break anything. One current thing that I could see being bad is shotgun slugs sometimes get interrupted by an enemy. And so multiple slugs will go into one enemy, but you could consider that as a design decision, I guess. Not all of the slugs end up getting interrupted by them, but it does happen to a couple slugs if they hit at the exact same time. What do we call this? Show condensed crosshair? What would you call this? Show crosshair HUD? That might be really confusing. Show condensed UI? What would be a terminology for having the ammo and the stamina right on the crosshair? What would be a good word for that? I don't even know what to call that. Show alternate HUD, I guess. Show crosshair HUD? It might be confusing. Show crosshair. I literally don't know what I could call this option. I'm trying to find a word that can be very easily localized to like other languages without it being kind of confusing. Show Dilosaurus Rex crosshair. Oh my god. The Dilo crosshair. The Dilosaurus crosshair. I kind of want to call it that. I kind of do want to call it that. I guess we'll just call it show condensed crosshair, show crosshair, show alternate crosshair. I don't know. I guess we'll just call it condensed crosshair. Show reticle HUD? I guess we could do show reticle HUD. I guess we could call it that. Game.reticle HUD. Game.reticle HUD. And by default, we want that to be turned off. Hold on, I gotta look at my email. Okay. Boom, boom. I lost track of where I was. Okay, here we are. Okay, reticle HUD. Very cool. Default to off. And then we're going to want something similar to this. Whoops. Okay, there we go. False hidden, otherwise hit testable with self and all children. Okay, so now it should not appear. Okay, well that's not good. Oh, it's because it was loading in. Okay, it was creating the CVAR for it. Okay, now if we go in here and we turn it on. Let's see, does it update? It should technically update. There's no reason for it to not update. Yes. Yes, it works. Oh, I think I just realized where the bug is. When you have a secondary weapon, and then you pick up ammo, it shows... Ah, it shows the primary weapon when you pick up an ammo box. Okay, that is the only bug that we have right now. Okay. Am I fully done with contract work now? For the most part. I think it's better for me to focus on my own stuff. It just makes a lot more sense from a time management standpoint and whatnot. Like, yeah. Okay. What other things do we have on the list? Should I do the patch today with all these changes and fixes? Or should I put in the office doors and all this other stuff? Ideally, I would want to get this patch out today because it's a Friday and I'm not going to be doing it over the weekend because I try not to work over the weekends now. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll hold off on these other stuff. I also need to put some music stuff in. Tuesday, best update day. Yeah, I do need to put some music stuff in, but I need to work on that as well. Okay, we'll see. If I do testing today, I'll do a test of a package version, and if there's a bunch of bugs, I'm gonna hold off on this update. If it's bug-free, I'll just push this patch, and then if anything, we push another patch on like Tuesday or Wednesday with like all the other things that we wanted to do. And then... Would adding enemies in that door to the one level take a long time, or are you intending for that later on? I don't know if it would take a long time. That's the thing. I have to like I don't think it would take a long time, but who knows? I probably have to do more environment art. I think that's the biggest one, is the environment art, actually. A patch for the weekend full of changes would be nice to hold this over till next week. Right. I think the problem is if I just have to really test all this stuff, make sure I didn't break anything. That's my biggest thing, because I don't want to have like a bunch of bugs pop up out of nowhere because of things I added in, and then I got to work over the weekend. That's, I guess, the biggest thing. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll take a look. We'll see. We'll see. On that note, though, I gotta go. I got a bunch of like stuff I need to do. I also want to chill. I want to eat. Yeah. Yeah. I got a few messages I need to read. By a few, I mean quite a few documents I need to read. Yeah. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Thanks for dropping by. I'll see you guys hopefully on Monday. I don't know what day is Monday. Monday's gonna be an 11th. Yeah. Oh, great. What am I having today for lunch? Just had a grape pizza and it was pretty good. Grape pizza? You should be arrested. Grape pizza. What the fuck even? That's worse than pineapple pizza. I think that tops it. Grape pizza? I'm getting the fuck out of here before one of you motherfuckers say something crazier. It's a thing? Hold on. Grape pizza. Grape pizza. They just put grapes on a pizza. They're like wilted. Listen, man, I'll just eat my pepperoni, okay? It's like having wine in your tomato sauce. You guys ruined my weekend, and my weekend hasn't even started. All right, I'll see you motherfuckers later. Enjoy your grape pizza. I'm gonna eat some real fucking food, okay? All right, goodbye. Thanks for dropping by.